It's amazing what will come in when you are not attached. And you know, I didn't find Abraham Hicks until, I don't know, probably 5 years ago. So before I studied that, I was studying Kabbalah, and I was studying mindfulness and Thich Nhat Hanh, and you know, like thousands-year-old traditional, you know, Kabbalistic writings, and it all said the same thing. So when then she would say, like, let go of it, I was like, but of course you let go of it. You don't even have to say let go of it, because by holding on to it, you would be in resistance. So you would definitely let go of it. It's not up to us. It's so much more fun when we're not in control seat. It gets to be so much more fun. So if you just came into this energetic of like, whoo, you did this thing, and I can't wait to see where it's gonna take me. It's so fun. And my job is to like fly this flag every single day and wave this ribbon every single day and be like, look what I'm doing, look what I'm doing. And then I don't have to say, well, I haven't yet heard back, but I'm waiting. What are you waiting for Drew Barrymore? She might not be a part of this. She might not be a match for this. Now we're waiting for her when there's like these 16 other people who are right now waiting. They're sitting going, God, I wish something fun and silly with like this girl who would like that. Every day is made up of a million tiny knots, flying around like fireflies. You gotta catch them somehow. Oh, there's no place like now. Oh, there's no place like. It's a beautiful way to think about your day. But there's a million tiny knots. It's amazing. It really is amazing how when you keep feeling this tiny bit, a big bit, empty feeling, you want to go to something else, have something else, a different experience. There's nothing. There's nowhere to go from that place. There's no thought, there's no action, just work. But in the world, and all that gets felt is static. And then from that place, people try to do a lot more of it. And like, well, what if I did a lot more action from that place? Like that wanting, that need, that craving. And it's just, that's what's out there. That's what you feel out there all the time. It's people really trying to be impressive, they prove themselves. They're trying to do all of these things to look a certain way when they go live, when they show up, when they open their store, when they have the marketing, whatever it is, and you're just like, guys, but I just feel a lot of grasping and trying and proving, and you're just not moved towards it. And then once in a while, there's just something that is so back in the pocket, it's so dropped in, and something about it makes you feel like you just come from being around it. And it's clean. It doesn't need anything from you. It's not trying to change you. It's not trying to pull you in. And you just go, oh, what is that? I just want more of it. Well, you are that. You came here to the world with all of that to give. And it's that one turn. It's not like, what are the 15 things I need to do? It's the one thing, which is turn in here. What's in this now? What is here in this now? It is unbelievable. It is amazing what is here. It's interesting what we do with money, because the other day my 3 daughters were standing on the top of that jacuzzi and using it like a stage, and we were like singing and all this stuff. And I like took like a mental snapshot of them, and I thought about how, and you can see them like they're all over, I thought about for a second like how radiant they are, like they are so beautiful, and people tell them that all the time, and they're very sweet, and they're very cute, and they're very nice, and they're all like good at different things. I was thinking about how I never had a thought when I was pregnant that I didn't want my kids to be too beautiful, too nice, or too kind, or too talented. And I was looking at them thinking, no, when I was pregnant, I wouldn't have accepted anything less than perfect health. I would have been, I was praying constantly that they would be in perfect health. And I was wanting and desiring fully that they would be beautiful and adorable and like radiant, and wanting and fully desiring that they would walk into a room and other adults would say, what nice kids, and that other kids would feel like loved by them. And I was wanting no less than like the full, most amazing child. And I said to my husband that night, I said, isn't it interesting what we do with money? Because we make money so fucking big that it's like, if I had more money and more visibility, because it's so important, then it's like, I have $3 zillion creatures in my home that are like jackpots, right? Really, like I'm so fucking blessed. Like I am so blessed, and I'm so blessed, like, for, you know what I mean? It's even scary, we have all of that in our society. Don't say it, how blessed you are, like something, as if that's a thing. But like, I'm so blessed, and I don't have a story about it. Didn't have the thought of like, what will happen to me now? Am I gonna go skidding off the rails? What the fuck is gonna happen to me with all this blessing? No, I didn't. So what's that about? Like, nothing can top like any amount of money, and like I'm not gonna be this revealing, but like there are millions of dollars in my bank account. And I was looking at it the other day, and I was looking at like the number that's like in one account and then another, and I said to my husband, I'm like, oh, that's a new level of like, because I just got we did this network deal, and with this podcast network, and this other thing came through, and this Macbook deal, and this, a lot of things. And he's like, didn't you have that before? And I was like, no, this is like a new normal number. And he was like, oh. And then we like went to dinner, like it's like, nothing changed in our life, right? Nothing's really different. Very little is different. Yet when I had a baby, it grew so much. Our life changed, a whole journey opened up, a whole world opened up. And I never thought like, I don't know, I mean, I just might lose it. I might lose it. That's how much blessing this is. So it's really, we really have to understand like what we're doing when we do that. Like let's say you had $10 million dropped into your account, right? You'll buy a nicer 6 things, whatever, go on a nicer trip, have a nicer car, take your kids to a better school. And then after that, you'll be like, back to my day, right? With these people, or back to my life, right? And then there's a certain point where like the number changes and it gets incrementally bigger, and your life is pretty much, you still already had the luxury towel, you already had the nice lotion when you came out of the shower, so it's not moving. That's not really moving so much. You already were able to stay in a 5-star hotel, you're still staying in, there's not that much different. So why are we putting it on such a pedestal? It's very, very strange, because it's all just, don't you see it? Don't you feel it? It's ours. It just came in, so it's got to go back out. Like it's just like a flow of that. You're never going to have it to yourself. It doesn't exist. There's no such thing. It's just not possible. Like it's not a possibility. So it's more like you want to help. Like just keep seeing that there's like this. It's like you're doing acupuncture on the world, and you're like, oh, if the whole world was a body, then there's a lot of constriction in places where there's separation and muscles that feel like they're all tight. And it's like, no, it just needs to move. So it's like, I'm gonna bring more flow, more current, more currency, more love, more humility, more compassion, more radiance, more humor, more enthusiasm. All of that. I'm just gonna keep bringing it into the world and then moving it around. And like that affects so many people. That keeps affecting so many people. So you don't have to worry about like having it